Hey there YouTube, Laura here. Just here to do kind of a review on the Heart of the Faerie Oracle. I only say kind of because there's kind of like a little story that goes along with it, but I guess it's a review. So here it is. This is the box. It was gifted to me, sort of, with an exchange of a little crystal tree I made actually. Yeah, my sister-in-law. She goes to Winnipeg. We live in Canada. She goes to Winnipeg, and she checks out this metaphysical store. They kind of do some tarot and whatnot there. And she sees this deck, and she something drew her into it, and she wasn't really sure what it was. She wasn't completely all about it, or but something interested her about it. So she grabbed it, and even the salesman there was trying to sell it to her for a little bit of a cheaper dollar, that kind of thing. But she decided to actually leave it at first. But then she decided to go back, and she went and grabbed it. And she wasn't sure why, but she just couldn't stop thinking about it, basically. And it wasn't anything in particular about this that she just really loved. It was just, I don't know, something, it just wouldn't leave her mind. She knew she would regret it if she didn't get it, kind of thing. So she picked it up, but she knew that she wasn't, when she picked it up, she knew that she wasn't keeping it. She didn't know who she'd be giving it to or what, but she just knew that it probably wasn't going to stay with her. So she brings it home, and I guess she must have had it for a few days, and then she remembered and showed it to me, and I was like, oh my god, that's such a great deck, wow, because I saw reviews on it, and I almost had purchased it for myself, but I was like, I don't know, no, maybe not right now, that kind of thing, and I got a few different decks, but I did kind of put it out there to the universe when I was having such a hard time choosing what kind of decks I wanted, and this is like way before this ever happened. That, basically asking kind of my guides to try and bring the right deck for me forward, to kind of, so I could have the right deck for me. That's something that's very meaningful and close to heart and home. And yeah, sure enough, here we are. I've got the Heart of the Faerie. So she saw my excitement for it, and she was like, it must be yours, because I really don't care about this deck and I don't know why I have it. So I totally got it. And so here it is, the Heart of the Faerie Oracle by Brian and Wendy Froud. It's an awesome deck. Very cool. It's more of an oracle. I don't really use it for spreads personally, but I know you can. They do show you in their book here that you can do spreads. This is the hardcover book, by the way. And see, I had watched Al Moon 513's review on it and thought, oh, that's such a cool deck, and she loved it, and she's a very cool person. I've watched a lot of her videos because they're very educational and really kind of shows you, a lot about the decks. What was I going to show you? I don't even remember. Shoot. Maybe it had something to do with the back. Oh well. There's an interview in the back with Brian and Wendy. And, oh, right, spreads. And then they kind of show you a little bit about spreads. It's kind of a sepia tone colored book. And they do have a few different things. I don't know if they have more than one. Looks like it might just be one. Yeah. I guess it's more just to be able to say, hey, you can do that. There's some room in the back for notes. So if you want to write in the book, make some notes about it, you can. I believe it's 65 cards to the deck. And they're all kind of broken down. They're all numbered, so it makes it easier to find it in the book. And it goes by number. And then, yeah, it's all kind of broken down so you can find the different groupings as well. So you have the Fairy Queens, You have the Queen's Consorts, the Archetypes, Sprites, the Ladies, Tricksters, and the Journey. And so all the cards are kind of fit into those categories. Beautiful book. Super awesome. Hardcover. They give lots of little tips on how to use the deck. Yeah, it's a great read. This is it here. So, I'll try and get it out of it. There's lots of light. Sorry. But it's so beautiful. Nice and thick. Just your regular kind of cardstock, nothing too heavy. They're all kind of numbered there at the top, and then they have their little title at the bottom. And then, you know, you look it up, and there's some keywords at the top of the page, and then it kind of goes into a little story. And then it'll say, close to the bottom of the page, you know, if you pick this card, it means blah, 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 or why you might have picked this card, that kind of thing. Here are some of my favorite cards. My absolute favorite, like, absolutely love, is the Gray Man. That is a hip card. And if I could have a picture of that, oh, that'd be awesome. And I might even just somehow make my own picture of that. I love that card. Something about it. Just that he's so wise and deep. Like, you can just really, like, see so much in his eyes. There's a lot there. Gosh. I can't stop looking at it. Anyways. I'm not sure if I showed you this one yet. Queen of Passage. It's another favorite of mine. Queen of the Heart and Home. And it's really, like, neat kind of ideas behind them, like as far as what they mean. Like this one, for instance, is kind of more along the lines of making your home wherever you may be, or making your house very open and homey, or your space that you're in, say even at work, comforting and open for other people to feel welcome. The Crone. This was the only one that kind of freaked me out. When I first got this deck, I really liked it. I don't know why, but I felt like such a vibration from it. And it put me like into a meditative type of state, like right away. And that's why I knew it was really special. There's just something about it. And it reads so blunt but honest. So if you ask like a question, you get your answer, and there's no questions about it. So it's very thorough in one sense. This was the only card that, you know, it was one of the first cards I'd picked up, and it kind of freaked me out because her face is kind of scary. But this is her face there too. It's, you know, the flip side, they're showing the nice side. And then this side is like the scary, not so trustworthy side. And that little pearl there is supposed to be like a pearl of knowledge, I believe, or wisdom, or something like that. Yeah. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've looked her up. This one's kind of neat, too. He's kind of like the Green Man, but a little more... take him a little more suspiciously. And I'm all about a good challenge. So I think that's why he probably resonates with me. And I love this one, The Gift. It's really cool. There's just so many cards in here that just seem really deep, you know? They're not just surfacey, like you could kind of go further with them. This one I get often, and like when I do reads with these, and I'm asking a question, it always asks me to ask this guy. But this guy, I guess, isn't like the most trustworthy. So it could just be for his own demise, or well, not demise, but he's kind of thinking more about his own priorities, and it might not be what yours is. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't really ask him. I just put it back. Now, I got two cards here that I just And maybe it's because of those subconscious issues, need to do some shadow work, whatever it is. I don't know. But there's something about these two images I just don't like. And I don't know if it's just because of the image, the way it's put, or what. But it's the juggler. I'm not a huge fan of that one. And the boy. You know, they're perfectly fine. It's just don't really like them. I don't like the boy. Now, they also have 3 cards in here, so I guess there's actually not 65 cards. It'd be 68, but 3 are not numbered. So this one, and I guess it's meant for reading it, you know, interpretation-wise for yourself. So you're not really looking up a meaning. You kind of try and find what you can for yourself in the cards for your answer. This one I always think of a party, because you got a person playing here and they kind of look like they're celebrating. She almost looks like she's kind of dancing almost. Yeah. I'm not a fan of this one either, actually. The messenger. I just don't like his face. He's not very trustworthy. And that's the idea. That's the idea of the card. So that's it. Like I said, great deck. There's so many good cards in here. Like, there really is. Like, those are just a couple that I wasn't a huge fan. But, you know, you just keep finding them in all different styles. Like, some are sketchy, some are more painted. Like, really cool cards. This one's kind of neat because it shows 2 different faces. So you got the one face kind of here, and then the one face, you kind of cover that up there. That's cool. And it goes on and on and on. Anyways, I think that's it for now. Great deck. Absolutely love it. I don't think there's much more I want to say about it. Yeah, hope you guys like this. Hope it's helpful in any way, shape, or form. And we'll be talking to you later. Bye-bye.